Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. And over the last several days, I made some of these designs, and somebody saw this and they said, here you rotate it just twice or just rotate it once at 45 degrees. They go, what happens if you rotate it 30 degrees? Now, instead of doing like the under overshadowed, which could quite possibly be done, but it's a little bit more difficult because you've got so many factors. I just colored the rectangles or the squares. So let's just make another one. One thing you need to think about is make a perfect square by holding on the control button and hit P. Now you can't make it too thin. Let's actually make this a little bit bigger. I'm gonna hit the plus key on the keyboard. You can't, sorry, you can't make it too thick or the parts will run into each other. Then Control D and make a duplicate and rotate it 30 degrees. And then Control D and make it another 30 degree. Now I've got an example, because if you've never done this before, you don't know how far it needs to go. So we need to think about that it needs to go to this line right here. So we're going to take out that line. And even though these are all together, if it's going over this one, it's got to go underneath that one. If it goes underneath that one, it's got to go over this one. If it goes over this one, it has to go underneath that one. So we basically have it. But what we need to do is now smart fill it with the smart fill tool and fill in that section. I'm going to nudge it over twice. Fill in that section, nudge it over twice. And fill in that section, nudge it over twice. Now you see we have the main parts. Now let's move our example out of the way. Let's move this back. And we're going to use the rotation docker this time. So we'll go to Windows, Dockers, Transform or Transformation in Rotation. I've already got it set up for 30 degrees and we need 11 of them, just like in previous videos. We already have one. We actually need 12. I should have grouped all these together, Control G, so you can double click on it and get the rotation. That way, you'll know I don't think we're there. And as always, if you'll go off and come back, sometimes it'll be there. Anyway, then rotate it and you get that. Now then all you have to do is just change the colors. We're gonna keep this one red. So we need to make this one yellow or some other color and just go around the square and make them all yellow. And then we'll do one more and make them all blue. So we'll make this one blue and continue the square around, blue, continuing the square, blue, and one more, continuing the square. Now, if we take away the outline by right-clicking, you have in and out interlocking squares in a pretty cool design. And this one goes under the blue, over the yellow, under the blue, over the yellow, and just keeps repeating all the way around. Pretty neat little concept. Hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.